Hello, this is Jared playing Oxygen Not Included, and this is my third day on this very cold asteroid. Last time I started growing some food. We got some pike apples growing. We'll be cooking that here in our new electric grill. And we've got this oxygen system. Every now and then I've got to click on this to add some water to it. But right now, oh, hold on. Oh yeah, I guess we're just max pressure. That's why that's not going off at the moment. So what do I think we're going to be getting up to today? I think primarily we want to put some critters in some stables so we can produce meat in the future and a little bit of exploration. We've gone down here to find some warm coats. Would be interesting to see what's in these rooms. Maybe get over in this direction. I've got to be careful about the extreme cold that surrounds us though. So we're going towards cycle 14. I think I am going to go visit these rooms. One thing I want to do is get access to some iron ore. They're behind some abyssalite. Can't dig through that right yet, actually. Where is rock? Oh, actually, it won't be too long before I'll get the ability to do that. So maybe we'll go in this direction, explore in there. And I also want to dig out this spot. This is where a power plant's going to be located in the future. So we'll get that cleared out a little bit. I've got a lot of the actual research ready to expand this, but eventually we're going to have lots of hydrogen and want to be able to make sure I can turn that into a source of power. So here we are digging through the snow, taking a while because as we dig it out, it's just crushing down. See some liquid carbon dioxide, at least temporarily there. It's just an extremely cold area. Hoping that's not going to bleed into the base too much as we go through here. Cycle 15, I decided to move my rock crusher a little bit over so I can put in a dupe sensor right there in the future. And it is taking a while to get through this, even though snow is really quick to dig through. There's just so much of it. In fact, I can't even see how tall this goes at this point. But maybe by the end of the cycle, we'll find out what is in this dark area. Getting close to getting through. I'm now going to give rock the ability to dig through abyssalite. And with that, I've got a plan down here to get out my first iron ore. We'll relocate that into this bin next to the rock crusher. Here we go. Okay, I thought we were going to get there, but Chop, if you could take this out for us. Apparently not. Alright, swapping places with Hammer. Can't remember if I have to go through the door, if I can just direct them in and open this area. I think I can just do this. Yeah, there we go. That makes it easier. Now I just have to decide who's going to use this machine. So I'll take about a minute to think about that and do a dupe upgrade. I ended up getting beefsteak for rock. So now that rock has that, let's get down here and dig out that iron ore. I'm taking in my 8th dupe. This is Sprout, going to concentrating on doing some farming for us. I'm also going to stop here at 8 and just make sure everything remains healthy around the base before we continue to expand. Eventually want to get to a dozen and even more dupes, but let's just make sure we're able to get enough food, oxygen, and everything else for these 8 guys. It is cycle 16, and I now have a dupe that can wrangle critters. So we're going to start and get some of these guys. Careful there with slipping. We'll get some flocks up on this first stable. I also have to get some of these other stables together properly so that I can fill those in time. There's the first flocks arriving in our top stable. See, all that iron ore has been relocated up towards here, so I'll keep the command to create the first pieces of iron so we can get into the age of automation. A little bit of wood being generated from these flocks. And we're starting to dig up. I want to fill in this area, eventually build it in a pump to take in that hydrogen to convert that to some power in a new power plant down here. So now I've got one of the bigger projects, at least at this point in the game. I am setting up a power plant that's going to have a hydrogen generator. Ultimately, we'll get our power generator in, or what's it called? Regulator. I don't have a power control station, never mind. The Zap doesn't have the ability to use it, so we won't worry about that. I guess we don't have enough metal anyways, but we are working on that. In fact, Zap is on that at the moment. But I'll be able to direct some hydrogen with this pump to send into here. We've got a smart battery that'll turn it off, so we're not wasting hydrogen. And close this area off. We've got some transformers at the top up here. And this will greatly improve our power situation once everything is built and running along. Construction project's coming along pretty well. It's taking a little bit longer just because we have to go way down here to get our granite, but it'll be built all the less. Well, for the first time in this game, I am going to be able to take a package item, or care package, then in dupe. So looks like we've got some fertilizer. Not that I'm going to be able to use it over the next short time. I've just disconnected my heavy watt wire system from the regular wire that's over here. And Zap has the ability to use a power control station. So once that's built and we've got this little automation wire, we're looking pretty good power-wise. Alright, well, now that we've got a power control station, let's direct some iron to go into it. We can get rid of that little side battery. And I've got some automation to make sure that only hydrogen gets sent into this pump right here. Second transformer ready to go. I guess we can connect that to a system pretty soon, but we'll just keep that available for the future. Now we've got hydrogen flowing into our hydrogen generator. That's awesome. It's going to help with the power situation. Next thing I'm doing is just putting a little area down here to drop in some eggs so that they don't stop these guys from laying more eggs for the future. I also decided I'm not going to bother with incubators set up, so these eggs can just slowly turn to meat and we can deal with them once we get enough meat in terms of getting to some barbecue meat in our diet. First tune-up has just been done to the hydrogen generator, and I've given the command to start dropping some eggs off here. So just make sure that this door is... They picked up eggs, even though they can't go through this door. How did he do? Let's just make sure that that doesn't happen. Just didn't want an infinite loop. I'm a little bit confused. Maybe that's just because he had access to it before I clicked on it. It's looking like that's the case because that's a high priority thing. So that must be good. There's another fox flan egg making its way down. Oh no, look at that. Okay, maybe I need to lock this door. They can reach through it even if you're not allowed. No. For some reason they can reach through doors. I did not realize that. I might just, you know what, maybe I'll just fill that in with snow. Avoid that from happening. I think the last thing I'm gonna get up to is exploring on the right side, just to see what is over here. We've already had a look in this direction. We've got a upgrade. We've got some iron ore from down here. Upgraded some stuff around our base, including power production, pulling in some hydrogen. We're cooking lots of food. Calories is 34,000. We've got idle dupe, so I just have to get some plans together before I let that labor be wasted. Digging along, I also realized that I forgot light automation, so we're going to put that here in the rock crusher in the electric grill area. Just arrived in this new little zone, so we've got some new stuff. We've got some Bamus, we've got some plume squash, and I forgot these lumen quartz can actually be used for lighting, so maybe I could have used that over here instead, but that's something I can do and experiment with some of these other resources. Oh, further over here, it looks like we've got some sand. Maybe that's going to be like one of those ocean sort of biomes. Looks like it. I'll carve that out. All right, well, we definitely have lots to explore. Oh, I see some teleportation equipment. That's the input. But, yeah, doing well. Lots of food. oxygen is doing well. I could have probably brought in more dupes, but rather be safe than sorry, especially since it's been a while since I've played this. But I don't think I've missed anything major up to this point. Well, let's just end off looking at temperature. Around the center area of the base, it's decently, well, I shouldn't say decently warm, but it's comfortable. I think primarily want to make sure that Pike Apple doesn't get too warm. I think they don't like minus 14 yet. We're quite fine for the moment over there. I think we can scale back the growing of Pike Apple a bit. All right, well, that's going to end it for now. Hopefully, I will see you next time where I have no idea where I'm going to go from this point, but I'll certainly be expanding from this point. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.